Dr. Rauni, I've been wondering for many years what is happening to the education system in Denmark, but all over the world, because it seems like people are becoming degraded or dumbed down, and it seems like, you know, nothing is really working anymore. And every time I'm in communication, often with people from universities, it's like there's a block. It's like there's a black magic spell around all the universities. You know, the most simple things they just can't see. Is it a sort of, is it the conditioning, or is it heavy mind control, or what do you think is going on?
I think it's both. They really try to put the education down deliberately. And you can see it, especially you can see it in Norway, which is a Scandinavian country and should have a high standard, and their education system is one of the worst in all of Europe. And Finland, by the way, is the best, because maybe we're not in NATO, we don't have to obey them that much. Now, at the White House, they already in the 50s had a meeting where they decided that the education, and through the education, they are going to condition the children. Of course, what the teacher says, the child believes. And also, the vaccinations are often done through the schools and the school nursing and things like that. Now, it was just about half a year ago, it was revealed in the newspapers in Norway that medical students in their third semester are flunking their exams by 25%. And that is an increase by 400% from the previous year. What has happened? Zombifying. Why is this happening? And again, I think it's the influence of electromagnetic fields, which are all over the cities. If you have the meter to you know, see how much electronic smog is in the cities, I mean, it's flabbergasting. And it's especially on the malls. It's especially in schools, schoolyards and daycare centers. It's at old people's homes. You just go and look at the lamps, what they have there. They're very strange. They have changed their outside appearance in the last 20 years. And they can use different frequencies. And they especially do that at night in residential areas. That's, in a way, electronic warfare towards the civilian population. They can make the whole city aggressive or lethargic. They could make us happy and love each other. But do you think they use the love frequency? There is a frequency for love too. There's a frequency for suicide. All emotions have a frequency. Why don't they put this love frequency throughout the planet? You know, this would be paradise. But that's not warfare, right? So they're using it only negatively. And it has to end negatively. Which means that their systems have to collapse. And they will collapse.
Certainly.
And when that happens, people are going to be freed, and they can take their energy to all the positive. And we can make this into a paradise. And we will. But it takes the collapse first. And that is what the powers that be are most afraid of. The middle class, who is very dangerous for them because we can understand things and we follow things, and the lowest working class, they just are like slaves. They don't think that much. And then the elite thinks that they can just eliminate the middle class and then have some slaves, and then they get all the benefits. They calculate wrong. Yeah. They really are going to calculate wrong. The universe is not going to allow the destruction of this planet and the destruction of the humanity. And we can turn it around, like you so often say, by sending love also to them, because they need it most. Yeah. They are the worst and they need it most.
It's also, of course, we should send them a lot of love and also forgive them, because they don't really know what they're doing, and they, you know, they're under so much influence or whatever, so they are not clear. But you know, sometimes I just wonder, because people, they say, oh no, it's the system, or we have to, the government has to change. You know, if we have a mobile debate going on in Denmark, and then people say, no, as long as the system is not saying anything, then it must be okay. And then I say, what if the system is not working for the benefit of you? You know, people have to think, they have to start to rethink again, because it's...
Right.
Yeah, rethink, really, as you said, we have
Upside
to
down.
flip it all around, see if it fits, and then
Right.
twist it a bit, and see if that fits. Don't take anything for granted what comes through the media, the television, from anyone.
That's
You
right.
have to question everything yourself. You have to feel it from inside.
That's right. You have to think yourself with your heart.
Yeah.
And do not believe what authorities say, whether they're medical or political or whatever, because it's about the lies on the ground and not about the lights in the sky. What we know about space exploration is totally minimal and mostly lies. So when you take the evening news through a filter, that, hey, is this true or is this propaganda? Like the swine flu hoax or the climate hoax, which was in Copenhagen. I mean, come on, presenting to the world falsified information, falsified scientific information, to the degree that scientists that had been in the committees said they will sue the UN organization that got Nobel Prize for it if their names are not deleted, and they were deleted. And when you know how much Al Gore was grilled at the Senate, or was it a congressional hearing? I saw the video in internet. He has earned $100 million already, and he says he's going to give it to charity. He has contacts to 40 different organizations. I doubt if charity gets 1% or whatever. So it's just a way to... It was a way, because President Obama was supposed to sign a big paper for world overtake, and then it just fell through because other countries would have followed. So that already shows that, hey, their plans are going to crush. The swine flu crushed it, the climate convention crushed. What's next? Their next plan. I believe after the financial crush is going to be very great in the States, and then it spreads, of course. They are planning a false flag attack again, like they have done before in many cases. If an atom bomb, goes out in the States or whatever, they're already there,
yeah,
underground. Then they, of course, are going to say it was Iran. Yeah. Or Al-Qaeda or something. They always say it's somebody else. Then they can start war. I mean, a real war. Then what happens? Like it's been predicted, assassination of a world key figure. Now, is that world key figure President Obama, or is it the pedophile protecting Pope, which would crush the church, at least the Catholic Church? I don't know. But something will happen. And then they can also plan, like it's been said many times, Project Bluebeam has been in ice for NASA for years, decades. They are staging an attack, alien attack, which is, of course, American and Russian military UFOs. I mean, we couldn't see the difference if it's an alien or a US or Russian spaceship. And, of course, then this religious scam, which may come also, that they are putting holographic pictures in the sky. In the north, it's going to be, of course, Jesus, because we are Lutherans and Christians. In the Muslim countries, it's probably Muhammad, and in the Asian countries, it's Buddha. And then these holograms talk your own language, in Finland in Finnish, in Denmark in Danish, whatever. What does that do to the population who is not aware of these plans? So we'll see. Time will tell, and I don't believe it's going to take too many years before all these may happen. We have to be prepared, and again use our own energy, own judgments. Don't be afraid of spaceships, because alien spaceships are positive, but Russian and American are not. So use your judgment, use your energy, use your contacts, and think and pray, because prayer is also very, very positive. Yeah. The Nobel Prize winner of 1912 already said that, Alexis Carrel his name was, he said that the power of prayer is as demonstrable as the secretion of glands.